Hello and welcome back again to Diketangles. We're continuing again where we left off once again. Where did we leave off? That is the question. Let me catch up. Alright, so we were gonna do the refuse stockpiles today. Maybe a arena. At least start with that. Alright, so let's pause and see if our diggers have done everything else. Yes, so we can first of all designate this as a bar stockpile for metal bars. P. What the hell did we just? Wanna remove that. Press P and let's choose bars blocks. Right. Not like that. Sorry. A bit rusty after a week's pause. Like that. Alright. Let's just designate that as our bars stockpile, and we don't probably wanna. Well, let's leave coal there, just for now, but we'll disable blocks. Yep. That should do. Done. So our dwarves will now hold all our metal bars down there, for convenience and to help get rid of the clogging here. Anything else we need to take care of? Well, I don't think so. We can now finally make our refuse stockpile, I think. This down here is magnetite, so may wanna spare it. So let's make a small corridor here, about that long, and let's see the distances here. Alright, so we can probably plonk down our refuse stockpile up here. Someone's messaging me, but that's fine. Right, that will be our refuse stockpile, and let's start with that then. Our miner should do the work pretty quickly because it's just mainly dirt they're gonna dig up, and they're also quite experienced by now. So yeah, let me check out the messages. In fact, be right back. Right, we're back. Alright, so yeah, again, some plump helmet spawn spam. Yep, we're very interested in the fact that you're running out of plump helmet spawns, even though the whole fucking stockpile is probably full of them. We've struck neighbor gold. Good, good. Can never have enough gold. Always need more shinies. And it's a dwarf we're talking about, so it's even double that. So, well, I don't know. Maybe humans are equally greedy to dwarves. Hard to tell, probably. Considering that fantasy dwarves don't actually exist, which is of course a very harsh reality. But we all have to come to terms with that. Need some more plump helmet spawn. Right. The refuse stockpile should be up in a minute. Plump helmet spawn, yes. Now the other thing we'll probably do is we'll sort out the military, somewhat at least, the uniforms and stuff. Yep. Could probably do it now, in fact. So let's press M for uniforms, for military, then N uniforms, add uniform, and add another one. This one will be what should we call it? Let's call it guardsman. Nah. What should we call it? Call it stone knight then. Cause why not? Alright, and we'll name this as Pincushion. Cause why not again? Right, so let's move on to designating some stuff here. So first of all, we need mail shirts, breastplates, and a cloak. Then for legs, we'll put in greaves. Yep. For our helm, we'll put in obviously helms and a hood. For gloves, we'll designate gauntlets. For boots, we'll need high boots. For shield, we'll put in shield, like that. And for weapons, individual choice melee, like that. So this will pretty much do for now. We can later restrict certain materials, or rather designate a certain material or material type. But for now, we don't have too much stuff, so this will do. For the Pincushion, it's gonna be a slightly different. Oh, what's this? And uniforms. Let's get back here. We're gonna use mail shirts, breastplates. I wanna have these guys heavily armored as well, since they're probably gonna have to fight in melee as well. So greaves, helms, hoods, and of course we need that cloak. This basically gives a pretty much overall protection, but of course attacks do bypass armor and stuff. The better stuff you have, the smaller that chance is. Right, so we need that cloak, yep. Then for gloves, gauntlets, for boots, we'll put in high boots. Shield, we'll use bucklers, so they can better use their crossbows or carry extra ammunition or something, I can't remember. But anyway, bucklers. And for weapons, we'll put in crossbows. You only want them to use crossbows instead of, you know, some random loot bows or something. At least for these guys. Alright. Now we'll just head back to the military screen. How do we do this? Probably back to the N and let's see here. Overclothing partial matches, yes. We're probably gonna have to go into equip and assign uniforms in Big U. Right, crystalline omens. I think these guys are. Yeah, these guys are melee, so they'll get the stone knight. Right. These trustworthy wheels are. Probably right, so stone knight, and these guys are the trustworthy wheels are Pincushionists. They are Mox Dwarfs, and Fortress Guard is Pincushionists. I think that's fine. Should be at least. Alright, so we need to assign it to the whole squad, now I remember. Alright, so crystalline omens. This is kind of confusing, actually. Shift enter, like that. And for these guys, Pincushion. Shift enter, like that. Fortress Guard, Pincushion. Alright, so now that should be fine. Of course, we could probably check out their supplies as well. The Fortress Guard is currently hogging some food, and we don't want that, so that we'll just put that in, and then we'll go for ammunition. Bolts, yeah, no ammunition, bolts 300. And these guys get 300 bolts as well, like that. And now we'll just see that everything is fine. Yep, should be. Like that. So, and now once they have the time, they'll equip appropriate stuff. Although we don't have even nearly enough stuff to properly arm or clothe all our soldiers. But the melee guys should be the first ones to get their pick, so they should be at least somewhat armored. Alright. Gonna need some more bolts as well, I think. Make 3 more mechanisms, and now here we make a whole bunch of bolts, and then we'll make a whole bunch of crafts. Here. Rock mugs, in fact. Like that. Now what should we do? I guess we'll just wait for a while. Yeah, the Tears of Peregrine has again reverted. We'll wait for a while so that our dwarves get this few stockpile deck out. We're gonna need a lot of space, although you can compress them by dumping the bodies, but for processing purposes we're gonna need a big room anyway. Looks like we have a season coming. Probably winter or spring. Can't really recall. Wait for it. And what is it? It's spring. Right. So we have the pleasure of entertaining some elven quests again. Yep. Got some stray dogs to train. Let's see here. Yep. More training. Drinks and foods are doing fine. Prepare some Lobishmilch. And everything fine over here, yes. Should always check out if everything's still going fine with your workshops and stuff. If you think you know that it's all good. And what we need is more bags, so we can get milling our stuff properly. We need, so we're gonna need a good clothes industry for that. Wood dogs, more of them. How's the operation here going? Pretty well, hopefully. We'll smelt a whole bunch of native gold ore, and some in between we'll make some coke. Or actually, yeah, we do have plenty of coke for now, so we'll just stick to that. Let's make a iron helmet if we can. Fath Oslarnardop has been possessed. One of our miners, but of course they finally got the refused stockpile dug out, so that's fine. We'll much need him for now, and we'll designate it as our refused stockpile for pretty much everything. And then we'll place the butchery shop somewhere here, right to opposite, right in the opposite room, or maybe here. Nah, too small a space. Remove that designation. Make a 5x5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that. That will be our butcher's shop. And now we can finally get rid of this designation here. From P and remove designation. Like that. And now magically, yep, there they come. All our idlers get to hauling, and Fath has claimed a mason's workshop, so hopefully he'll make some furniture or something. He's gonna have good stats, by the way. He's gonna be really strong, and he's gonna get good stats from that legendary skill he's about to get. Although he's possessed, so he won't get any stat bonuses from that, but the mining itself makes him pretty strong already. Arguably, you should... it's a good idea to... let's begin a mysterious construction. To train up some military through mining, because picks are also pretty awesome weapons, but I don't feel like doing that. I want to have my miners separate from my military. Wonder what he's doing. Let's see his ingredients. Rock salt blocks. No. Some rock salt, rope reed, fiber cloth, and rough plume agates, acacia logs, and giant kestrel leather. It's a interesting mix there. Anything being cut? Nope. Let's cut some sod, encrust some goods, and cut some fire gates, and encrust furniture with the picture jasper. Cut some smoke quartz, cut some wood opal, cut some gold opal, and cut some citrine, and let's also encrust something with tiger iron. Some finished goods. That should keep them busy for a while. Street war dog. Let's see our stocks then. I want to see how much iron we do have smelted ready. We have 34 iron bars, which is pretty big a number. So we'll make some. Let's make 2 iron mail shirts, 2 helms, and some high boots. And then we'll make some weapons from that as well. Let's do a short sword, a mace, and 2 battle axes. That should do. Some KVs are very much completely harmless. We'll plunk down another door here as well, since the butcher's shop may get stinky. Right there. Build it out of rock salt, since it's right next to the shop. And yep. Remove this building. Yep. And the tanner shop can stay for a while. Good, so now we have our killing and bodies done inside, so we won't get any necromancy problems, hopefully, in that front. Since the necromancers usually go straight for your refuse stockpiles, where there's lots of bodies they'll try and get in there. Alright, so Fath has created Usol Bavast, a rock salt coffer. That's good. Really good. Valuable furniture. Zeber Laluf, smolder flooded, a rock salt cabinet. Let's see the description. This is a rock salt cabinet all crafted dwarf's ship is of the highest quality. It is encircled with bands of round rock salt capuchons. This object is adorned with hanging rings of rock salt and menaces with spikes of yak leather. On the item is an image of a jackal in rock salt. Interesting indeed. It's almost, our overseer's almost happy with his quarters now. So as you can see, the graver isn't that good, so some of these walls don't get the special texture of this, but I think that's fine. Makes this look much more ancient. This first founder's hall or founder's quarters. Let's call it that. The first seven's living area. All right. Plump helmet spawn, yes, we are aware of that. Let's put another refuse stockpile here then. Or actually no. Probably don't want to. Well, it's probably fine if we designate it for bones. Since rotting food obviously can taint your forbid corpses, forbid body parts. We can accept skulls and bones and shells and teeth. Yeah, that should do. And we'll disable those. Since yeah, food can probably get tainted from being right next to some rotting shit. But bones and stuff don't produce miasma, so that's fine. Other stuff we should probably plunk down are a tanner's workshop. And while we're at it, we'll put in our leather workers shop as well, so it's close to the materials. And well, let's make one more room and we'll figure out what we'll put in there later. D and down there and voila. Right. Anything happening? No. Everything is dead. Nothing dangerous, at least. We have struck some onyx, which is fine. And I think we got some migrants. Yes, we did. God damn. A mechanic, that's good though. That's really good. An adequate mechanic, better than nothing. I think this one's a thresher or something. Thresher, pretty much useless for us, so we'll in fact assign him to tanning and butchery. And who do we have here? This is a weaponsmith. Good, very good, very good. And a competent axe dwarf as well. Good, good. And a fishery worker. Useless. Histriac bull. Alright. Put this guy on. I don't know. This guy is a wood tracker, wood cutter, and he's a mox dwarf. Good. And a bone doctor, who's also good at some other forms of medicine, which is good. Useful. And a cook, not as useful. We'll put him on brewer duty as well. Where is it? Here. And some milling, of course. And a woodworker, carpenter, bowyer, and woodcutter. Fine. I think this one's a siege operator, yes. Relatively useful, although it's quite easy to level up. And they brought a kitten. Are you kidding me? Yeah. Another useless guy for the military. Or maybe the vampire army experiment. Future, a stone crafter who's also a Marks Dwarf. Good. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard indeed. And his pet. And yeah. Even more. A leather worker and doctor. A ranger. Good. We'll just disable your hunting first. And that will be fine. This is a armorer. Good. Welcome aboard. Extremely useful. A woodcutter. Less useful. A ranger. Good for our military. We'll just disable his hunting profession first. And I think that's a fisher dwarf. Yeah. Where do they find all these fishes and why do they send them here? There isn't any fishing to be done anyway. A brewer. Fine. A mace dwarf cheesemaker. Good. Won't be missed if you die in the military. At least too much. A glazer. Pretty a specialized job. I'm not sure if we're gonna need that. Glazer. Engraver. Good. And a gem setter. And even more. Pretty much, yeah. Record keeper. Useless. And a piglet who will slaughter. Plenty of piglets of our own. And even more guys. Well, at least this guy's a smith, so that's good. And we have a cook also. Plenty of cooks to throw around. A brewer. And a peasant who's a hammer dwarf. Good. Straight to the military. I think. Yeah, that should be that. Dealt with. So yeah, we got a lot of migrants this episode. We sorted out our military uniforms. And we moved all our refuse and corpse refinement facilities inside. And yeah, I think I called it there. If you like this video, leave a like, maybe even subscribe, and check out my other videos as well. I hope to see you next time, and have a good day, and yeah, bye.